Hey friends, Melissa Twig here, coming to you from Santiago, Chile, of all places. But I wanted to share my journey with you because I think that there are so many lessons here to learn, and I think this may have been one of the biggest growth spurts of my entire life, and not necessarily comfortable at all. So I want to explain that to you. First of all, I'm 9,000 miles away from home. Second of all, I am living with 13 strangers. We all converged from all around the world. And there's 14 in this house, and I'm so thankful I'm in this house because some people are in an apartment alone. Some people are just with two people or two roommates, and it's this is the hub, and I'm so thankful that I'm here. But it also requires everybody to get along and do their dishes and that kind of thing. And now that the honeymoon is kind of over after a week, we're having a meeting tomorrow night about who's going to do what and when. But I wanted to tell you what happened to me earlier in the week. Actually it goes back to last week. As I was getting ready to leave the country, not only was it very emotional, gosh, all the goodbyes and that kind of thing. I was seeing so many clients because they wanted to get done just right before I left town, and we wanted to have a big week, and we did. But I was just getting hammered with emails here, and a Slack, which is a channel that we use. We use a channel, and it has a channel for everything. Slack girls, Slack bungee jumping, Slack everything. And it was just coming at me, and I couldn't even look at my emails because I was so busy trying to get out of town. And then I decided to get a new iPhone 10 like 2 days before I left town, and I don't know what I'm doing with that either, and I didn't have either of my boys to help me with that. So I went and I got here, and I couldn't hide for very long the fact that I'm tech-tarded. And that's what my boys call me. And it is absolutely true. These kids that are here, now remember, there are people here that are, I think the youngest age is either 24 or 26, and it goes all the way up to 66. And I'm 56. So I have just had an incredibly difficult time trying to keep up with the technology that's required for us to do this. I've been a hairstylist, even though I have a college degree. I went to college when God was a boy, and computers were the same size as a refrigerator. So for me, this has been it's been a huge learning curve. I also did not do what I needed to do banking-wise before I left town with one of my savings accounts. So the phone situation, the SIM cards, the banking, because now they can't send me a code to make sure I'm who I am. And so I spent from 7:30 the other day until 12 noon trying to figure out how to get money from my savings account over to my checking account so I could pay for the trip. I took a Spanish class, and it was supposed to be an intro class, and not everybody there was intro. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. But I didn't understand why I was saying the phrases. The phrases didn't make any sense to me because I don't know the A's, B's, C's, the vowels, and that kind of thing. So everybody, the younger people, and even the senior person in the group owns a company, and he's super comfortable with everything technological. So, and then we got another guy that's 50-ish, and he lives in Costa Rica, so he's very comfortable with Spanish. So I just felt really stupid. And then it was kind of like the final straw. The Spanish class was a final straw for me. And so that night when we all went out after, we had a game. It was a really cool game. 30 seconds you had to explain who you were. And it's 30 seconds only. Explain who you were, where you came from, etc. And then after that, we went out to have a little bite to eat. And then I just kind of broke down. I said, I just feel really stupid, and I'm sorry. Anyway, the kids that were sitting around me, they just took me under their wings like my boys would. And they said, we will help you with everything. We will take you step by step through everything. Don't worry about any of that. We know what we're doing. And I'm like, yeah, I know, that's the problem. So they just took me under their wing and said, we're going to show you every single thing you need to know. And they said, and one of them said, by the way, Melissa, you got to have goodbyes back at home. I can tell you love your boys. I can tell you're close to your children. She said, I don't have that. Another girl said that she was leaving because her boyfriend hurt her so badly she couldn't ever be around him again, and so she took off. That's the third person now that I've heard that has left because of a relationship or a bad relationship at home. A lot of people don't have good relationships at home. Some people here are extremely successful, self-made, but everybody has insecurities. And I was so used to being comfortable up in my world. So I have expanded my world like 100-fold in about 2 weeks because it has been so overwhelming. But when I was just vulnerable and told a few of the people around the table what was going on with me, they just took me in. And they're called my tramily, they're my traveling family, and I can already tell it's going to be such a beautiful thing. Everybody here is dealing with different things, and I know why I did this, but I see that some people are running. I see that some people are trying to grow. I see that some people are saying, I was too defined by my work. I see so many different things, and I get to go off and we have these little personal conversations. And last night we walked home, I guess about 4 miles, and we had this great conversation with just 3 of us. So it's just turned out to be such a beautiful thing, and we're seeing so much of the city. But what I think I'm trying to say is that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not have all your shit together. It's okay to lose your shit. And it's okay to let somebody catch you every once in a while, because literally that's what I kind of had to do. I mean, I was stressed, and even had to go to sleep after I figured out the banking and the phone thing so that I could restart my day. But if you are enjoying the pictures and the videos, please let me know, and please let me know if you have any questions, and please write me either on the thread, or I know some of you are messaging me in the background, and I love that. And I don't want to overwhelm you with pictures, and the main thing I want you to know is that my life is not all perfect. It never is. It never has been. It's just that I choose to chase the positive, and I got kind of overwhelmed. But I think that was a really beautiful thing, and it was a growth thing for me, and that's, after all, one of the main reasons why I'm here. So I hope that you guys have a phenomenal day. I hope you'll open yourself up to learning something new. I hope you'll open yourself up to getting uncomfortable, because look at what I'm learning. And I think I can already tell this is going to be an incredibly big journey for me, not just a 4-month journey. It's going to be a life-changing journey. So if you would like to follow, please share with your friends. Melissa Twig on Facebook, and then I'm Melissa Twig Williams as well. And I look forward to sharing this great adventure with you. But I want you to know, it's all perfect. There are flaws in everyone, and but I think you're beautiful, and I hope that you have a phenomenal day.